home that had prospered for 3 generations suddenly fell into decline within just a few years. It all began with the smallest of signs: money slowly slipping away, family members constantly feeling drained, and one misfortune after another piling up, as if pulled in by some invisible force. When a Feng Shui master was invited to take a look, he simply glanced at the area right behind the front door and sighed. It was not a curse. It was not some supernatural bad luck. It was something far more subtle, seemingly harmless objects placed in the wrong spots, quietly blocking the flow of good energy and making way for negative forces to rush in. The front door is the very first place where vital energy enters the home. If that energy is blocked, scattered, reversed, or disturbed in any way, it can affect the entire household's fortune, wealth, and peace. Sometimes, just a small mistake, something we do without even realizing, can slowly drain the home of its positive energy over time. In today's video, we are going to reveal 5 things you should absolutely never place right inside your front door. These are the kinds of things that can silently stop prosperity in its tracks, attract unwanted energies, and cause strange and unexplained disruptions in your home life. Before we begin, take a moment to speak a positive affirmation, to invite in the flow of life energy. Good fortune is finding its way to my family's home. And if you are someone who's always curious about the hidden world of Feng Shui, spiritual energies, and mysterious phenomena, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. That way, you will never miss another insightful and meaningful story. Everything shared here has one simple purpose: to help every family restore harmony, peace, and abundance right within their own home. When the front door opens, the very first stream of energy that enters plays a major role in shaping the fortune of the entire household. And right at that intersection, 5 seemingly harmless items can become the most dangerous prosperity blockers. Now is the time to uncover them one by one. Number 1. Mirrors. In Feng Shui, the front door is considered the main entry point of life energy for the entire home. Any positive energy that enters needs space to spread out, blend in, and settle before it flows into other areas. But when a mirror is placed directly facing the door, this process is interrupted the moment the energy crosses the threshold. Mirrors have a powerful reflective nature, not just for images, but also for energy. When energy flows in and instantly hits a reflective surface, that energy bounces right back out, unable to go deeper into the home. This creates what is called scattered energy, energy that is dispersed, unfocused, and unable to settle. Scattered energy makes it difficult for wealth and good fortune to stay in the house. Stability, growth, and harmony can all weaken because the energy does not have time to fully settle in. A mirror placed directly across from the front door unintentionally turns that entryway into a constant echo chamber, where energy comes in only to be immediately pushed out, leading to a depletion of positive flow. Additionally, mirrors are often seen as items that double what they reflect. But this doubling only benefits the home when the mirror is placed in the right spot. When positioned to face the main door, it does not double prosperity. It doubles the instability of the energy. This makes the energy field at the entrance feel cold, hollow, or energetically disjointed. A reflective surface also takes away the grounding quality that the front door area needs. Instead of inviting energy inward and guiding it gently into the home, the mirror creates a constant loop of changing reflections. This overactivity leads to restlessness in the energy field and makes it harder for wealth to accumulate and for the household to stay balanced. In Feng Shui, the front door should welcome energy in a calm and smooth way, allowing it to enter, settle, and spread. So one of the most important principles is to avoid placing anything with a strong reflective surface directly across from the door. Mirrors are one of the most influential items in this regard because their reflective power is simply too strong for such a sensitive area. The best solution is to move the mirror to one of the two sides of the door, or to a spot that is not in the direct path of incoming energy. That way, it can still help widen the space and reflect light without interfering with the home's vital energy flow. Number 2. Sharp objects or pointed architectural elements. In Feng Shui, every shape within a space carries its own type of energy. Rounded, soft shapes promote harmony and allow energy to flow gently and evenly throughout the home. On the other hand, sharp-pointed objects, hard edges, and angular architectural features fall under a group known to create cutting energy, an aggressive force that breaks up or suppresses the softer energy needed for prosperity. Since the front door is where energy first enters, having sharp or pointed objects nearby can slice through that flow before it even has a chance to spread. Instead of flowing smoothly into the home, the energy is broken up, scattered, or abruptly blocked by sharp forms placed near the entrance. This is a classic example of negative energy disrupting the home's energy path. Decorative knives, swords, arrows, spiky ornaments, or even furniture with sharp corners facing the door can create a harsh and tense energy field. This not only interferes with the incoming life force, but also disrupts the natural balance of yin and yang energy at the entrance. When this balance is thrown off, it becomes harder for positive energy to settle, while heavier or more chaotic energy gains a stronger foothold. One of the signs of cutting energy is a subtle but constant tension in the space. Even if the rest of the interior looks normal, the area near the front door can feel uneasy and unsettled. If left unchecked, this tension can slowly spread throughout the house, making the entire atmosphere feel disconnected or lacking warmth. Over time, it may even stir up conflict between family members, since cutting energy tends to amplify emotional friction and reduce harmony. Another important detail to note is the direction of the sharp object. When the point or edge is aimed straight at the door, its disruptive force becomes even stronger. The front door is meant to receive and expand energy, yet when it's met with a pointed threat, it becomes a point of tension, constantly facing an aggressive force. This creates resistance between the outside world and the inner home, preventing energy from entering in a smooth, complete way. Traditional Feng Shui places great emphasis on harmony in shape and form. That is why the presence of sharp corners or objects near the front door is considered a serious misstep. Avoid placing any pointy or angular items facing or near the entrance. Instead, choose round or curved objects, or arrange furniture in such a way that no corners are pointed directly at the entry. To balance out the energy, you can adjust the direction of sharp items, soften them with decorative covers, or replace them altogether with items that have smooth, flowing shapes. This helps calm the aggressive energy and bring the space back to a state of peaceful balance. Number 3. Clocks. In Feng Shui, clocks are considered dynamic objects because they represent the non-stop movement of time. Every tick of the clock is seen as a pulse that affects the home's energy field. Because of their pushing nature, clocks can support energy when placed correctly. But when placed incorrectly, especially near the main door, they can disrupt the energy's natural flow and stability. The front door is where energy first enters, and it needs to be met with softness and stillness so it can gradually settle and expand inside. When a clock is hung directly across from or too close to the door, the constant ticking of time becomes the very first signal the energy receives. This can make it feel like time is rushing, and the incoming energy does not get to flow in at its natural pace. Instead, it is immediately pressured by the clock's motion, creating a disjointed rhythm in the home's energy. Because clocks carry the symbolic meaning of counting down, placing one near the front door is especially sensitive. It sends a message of decrease, ending, and impermanence right at the entry point. When this subtle message is repeated daily, it gradually weakens the home's overall vitality, especially in areas connected to wealth and long-term stability. In traditional Feng Shui, hanging a clock facing the main door is considered a symbolic act of cutting off fortune. This is because the door should welcome continuous flow, while a clock breaks that flow into small pieces. The constant ticking divides time, and with it, the energy entering the home. When this flow is broken up, the ability to accumulate lasting good fortune also decreases. Clocks also carry strong yang energy. Placed at the entry, their non-stop motion can overstimulate the energy field, making it feel rushed, anxious, or unsettled. Over time, the home starts to feel like it is in constant motion, with little space for peace and grounding. This kind of fast-moving energy can wear down things like family harmony, financial steadiness, and even mental well-being. Adjusting the placement of the clock is not just about Feng Shui, it is about the overall energy feel of the space. Move your clock to more suitable places like the living room, hallway, or supporting areas of the home. These are spaces where time-based movement can help encourage activity without interfering with the home's core energy flow. Number 4. Trash bins. Trash bins represent what is old, discarded, or no longer useful, and they carry a kind of heavy energy. Even if they are sealed and kept clean, they still hold a low vibration presence that tends to sink and spread into surrounding areas. When placed near the front door, this heavy energy mixes with the fresh life energy entering the home, making it less pure and less vibrant. When this mixing happens often, the home's energy field becomes dimmer and more sluggish over time. Positive energy loses its strength because it's immediately impacted by the low energy source right at the door. This blocks the front door's natural role of guiding a smooth and strong energy flow into the house. In Feng Shui, having a trash bin too close to the entrance is seen as a symbol of loss. From an energetic perspective, the door is meant for receiving, while the trash represents removal and endings. When these two opposite forces are placed side by side, it creates an invisible conflict, making it hard for new energy to stabilize. Over time, this can drain vitality from the home and limit the buildup of wealth and harmony. Another important factor is how trash tends to pull energy. Even when clean, a trash bin concentrates negative energy that tends to spread outward, especially in places where energy flow is already strong, like the front door. As this low energy spreads, it pulls the incoming energy downward, preventing it from flowing upward and deep into the home. Instead, it lingers near the floor and loses its effectiveness. This is why Feng Shui considers trash bins at the entrance to be a major mistake. They lower the energy field's elevation, which is key to maintaining prosperity. In smaller homes where space is limited, it may seem practical to place a bin near the door. But from a Feng Shui perspective, this directly affects long-term fortune. The front door needs to be a place of clarity, and any presence of impure energy degrades that from the very beginning. To maintain harmony, move the trash bin to the kitchen, a hidden corner, or a utility area. Places where heavy energy can be managed without interfering with the home's energy flow. If space is tight and it must stay nearby, use a covered bin, place it away from the energy path, and keep the entry area well lit, open and clean to minimize its impact. Number 5. Dead or dried plants. In Feng Shui, green plants represent life energy, vitality, and continuous growth. That is why placing dead or dried plants just inside the front door is seen as a symbol of declining energy. This area needs to be fresh and open to welcome in new energy from outside, so having dead plants there throws off the energy balance right away. Dried plants carry strong yin energy. When placed at the front door, which is associated with yang energy and fresh beginnings, that yin energy takes over, dulling the brightness and strength of incoming energy. Instead of feeling uplifted, the energy is pulled down as soon as it enters, weakening it from the very start. This causes the home's energy to feel stagnant, lacking momentum and strength. Dead plants also carry the image of endings, but the front door is meant to be the place of beginnings, a new start every day. The visual clash between life and death at this key spot creates a noticeable energy conflict. This is why dried plants are considered energy blockers that prevent prosperity and vibrant energy from forming. Their appearance alone, withered stems, falling leaves, and lifeless colors, impacts the energy field. The energy of a home often mirrors the first image seen when entering. If that image is one of decline, the entire atmosphere can feel heavy, static, and drained of life. That is why the best advice is to completely remove any dead or dried plants from the entrance area. If you want to use plants to boost life energy, go for healthy, green, thriving ones with strong life force and good air circulation. Live plants bring growth energy into the home, helping the flow of energy move more smoothly and with greater strength. Now you know what items should never be placed inside the main entrance. But in order for life energy to truly activate, spread, and nourish the entire home, this area must also follow certain subtle principles that have been passed down through generations. The first principle: do not allow energy to get pushed into a corner. In Feng Shui, energy entering through the front door needs open space to expand and distribute naturally. Life energy does not move in a stiff, straight line. It spreads like a gentle mist, needing openness to flow evenly and find a steady rhythm before moving toward other parts of the home. If the space just inside the door is too narrow or arranged in a way that forces energy into a corner, balance is lost from the very start. Energy being pushed into a corner is one of the least favorable scenarios at the entrance because it causes the energy to concentrate unnaturally at a single point. Instead of flowing smoothly, the energy becomes compressed, trapped, and unevenly distributed. This type of energy field often feels heavy, stagnant, and lacking flexibility. When the entrance to a home holds this kind of dense energy, it becomes difficult to maintain the lightness and clarity that prosperity needs to flourish. Even a modestly open space just inside the door can give the energy enough room to spread out. It does not have to be large, just enough for energy to move freely, reduce pressure, and remain balanced. This balance is essential because it sets the foundation for energy to flow into other rooms without disruption or disconnection. That is why the space behind the main entrance should avoid designs that feel cramped, such as tall cabinets, bulky furniture placed too close to the door, or general clutter that narrows the entryway. These things do not just take up space, they interfere with the energy field's ability to breathe. When energy is no longer forced into one direction or corner, the entire home begins to feel lighter, more cohesive, and better supported by nourishing energy. The second principle: maintain proper lighting to support yang energy. In Feng Shui, light is considered a vital form of yang energy. It keeps life energy in motion and sustains vibrancy throughout the home. The area just inside the front door is the very first place where light needs to appear, because this is the starting point for all energy flow. If the lighting is too dim, this area easily accumulates yin energy, making the new energy entering the home feel weakened, heavy, and sluggish. On the other hand, lighting that is too harsh creates disruptive energy, an overly intense force that pushes energy too quickly or stirs it up too much. This kind of disruptive energy makes it hard for the space to remain harmonious and for the energy field to stabilize. Harsh lighting can also create feelings of stress or tension, breaking the peaceful tone that should greet the home's entrance. For that reason, the entry area should be filled with soft, warm lighting, just bright enough to guide the life energy inside without overwhelming the space. Warm light has a nurturing quality that helps energy shift gently from the outside world into the home. This type of light supports yang energy without overpowering it, keeping the front door space feeling calm, bright, and inviting. The third principle: the colors around the front door should be balanced. In Feng Shui, colors are not just about aesthetics. They have a direct impact on the energy of a space. Since the front door is where life energy enters and creates the first impression of the home, the colors in this area play a powerful role in shaping the quality of that energy. If the colors are too dark, the energy field becomes heavy and slow. Dark tones absorb too much light, weakening yang energy and reducing the strength of the life force as it enters. Heavy energy tends to stay in place instead of moving through the home, making the entryway feel dim and lacking openness. On the other hand, overly bright or harsh colors create a type of overstimulated energy. Too much light, too much motion. This leads to energy rushing into the home too quickly, without time to adjust or settle. Vibrant or aggressive colors at the front door can disturb the energy's harmony, creating a sharp, overwhelming feel that disrupts stability. The ideal choice is to use neutral or warm tones in this area. These colors create a natural balance, light enough to hold yang energy, but gentle enough to let incoming energy stay calm and smooth. Balanced colors allow energy to spread without pressure or overstimulation, creating an entryway that welcomes energy in a steady, peaceful way. The area just beyond the front door is always the starting point for all energetic flow throughout the home. It is the very first place where life energy enters, gathers strength, and begins its journey into every room. When the 5 forbidden items are removed and the important guiding principles are followed with care, the energy has a clear, unobstructed, and harmonious path to move through. This natural and gentle flow allows energy to settle evenly, nourish each space, and maintain a stable rhythm that supports both the home and its people. The result is an environment that feels bright, warm, well-balanced, and grounded. A welcoming space that sets the tone for lasting prosperity, emotional harmony, and deep inner peace for everyone living there. Feng Shui is not just about avoiding bad luck. It is the art of aligning your home with the energy of the universe. When the front door is properly cared for, good fortune finds a place to stay, wealth has a chance to grow, and the emotional well-being of everyone in the house becomes more steady and harmonious. If you found clarity and value in what we have just shared, take a moment to speak a positive affirmation to open the energy flow for your own home, such as, "Life energy is flowing into my family's living space." And do not forget to hit like, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel to continue with us on this journey, where many more Feng Shui mysteries are waiting to be revealed.